My name is Tristan Hafter.
Tristan is a Fullerton College student who is very interested in programming and builds computers for a living.
Alright, so I have a website called ULT PCs, and basically what it is like a website where I offer my services as building computers for people.
So I then asked Tristan to show me the current build he has for himself and the specs in his computer.
So in this computer, I guess we'll start with the processor. So the processor that I have in there it's a few generations old, but it's a 6700K, which was pretty top of the line when it came out, I guess. It's an overclockable CPU, which means that you can kind of push more power to it and make it go faster if you have the time and effort that want to go put into that. The next thing is the graphics card that I have in there, and that's a GTX 1070. It's pretty like high up there. It's not amazing or anything. It's not the newest one, but it's definitely like gamer grade. The motherboard that I have in there I think it's an ASRock Z170, and that's just whatever motherboard you need for that, I guess. Their motherboards aren't too special. What else do I have in there? I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, DDR4 RAM, which is kind of normal there. I put it all in this Cooler Master case that's just easy to kind of carry around. It's got these handles on there, so the time that I wouldn't want to bring it over to a friend's house, it makes it a lot easier. But that's about it. There's a Seasonic power supply in there. It's a modular power supply, which means you can unplug the cables and you don't have a bunch of them just kind of stuck in your computer that you're not using. So you have cables in there just for whatever you're actually using.
I then asked Tristan how he got into computers.
I first got into it when I don't even know how old I was, maybe like 10 to 12. And my dad worked for a real estate company, and he had one of his old laptops that he wasn't using anymore. And I went in to like work with him one day, and he just like had it out there for me, and I just had it out there. I was just messing around, doing whatever I could on it. Just probably just like playing Minesweeper or whatever. But I ended up using that old laptop, and I put like the first Halo on there, and I figured out that I could play games on it, and I was like so hooked. I was like, you can play games on computers. You don't need to have like a Nintendo Wii or something. Like, oh, this is so sick.
So as of right now, Tristan is very interested in programming and takes programming classes offered at Fullerton College. He wants to try and make it into a career, and I was curious on what got him into programming.
Into programming? I didn't really start programming until college for the most part, in more of like traditional sense, but I've always been messing around with computers, and I realized I started programming a little bit in Python, just on my own, messing around with different programs. I had a program that I was running on my computer that would just kind of find movies for me that I wanted, and would like kind of find downloads for them, and I figured out that actually uses Python, so I guess I kind of got into it without even knowing what I was doing.